Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a lovely day today. I made a video a couple months back about my Etsy shop, and I just had like 5 tips to either like start an Etsy shop or to grow your Etsy shop, and you guys really liked that video, which makes me so happy. I'm so glad that it's been helpful for a lot of you. A comment that I've gotten a lot on that video is asking me to make like more in-depth videos about like one specific tip, and the most common comment or question that I got was around social media and doing collabs. Like, how do you find people to do collabs with? What do you say when you reach out to them? Just stuff about that. So that's what this video is going to be on, just like a more in-depth video all about social media, collaborations, and just like branding, marketing in general. So I'm super excited about it. I hope that it will be helpful for you guys, and let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to start with social media platforms. And if you're like me and you're like a one-woman or one-man show running your Etsy shop, you kind of have to pick and choose what you want to spend your time on, because social media can be very time-consuming. So for me personally, I use Instagram by far the most. That's like the main platform I'm on, just because most of my target audience, customers, that's where they are on Instagram, so that's where I'm on Instagram. I have a Facebook page just for like one specific purpose, and then Pinterest is the other thing I do. I feel like people who go onto Pinterest aren't necessarily looking to buy something, but just like inspiration. So I don't spend a lot of time on that. I'll just occasionally maybe pin some of my pictures of some of my products, or like lifestyle pictures that will link to my Etsy shop or link to my Instagram. Just in a rare case that somebody types something in searching for inspiration, maybe my pictures will come up and they'll click on it and I'll send them to the shop. So starting with Instagram, because this is what I use the most. So I created an Instagram page. For me, since I have a physical product, it's important for me to have some of those like more lifestyle pictures showcased, because I think people really like seeing that. So on my Etsy page, I just have pictures of the actual products, but on my Instagram page, I really try to have a good mix of pictures of the products, but then also lifestyle pictures of girls wearing the bows, and showing like different outfits you can create around a certain bow, because that like sparks people to say like, oh, that's super cute, I want that for my daughter, I'm gonna go buy it. So that's why Instagram's super good. One, because you have those lifestyle pictures that you can post, and it's just like a more personal platform, and it's more personal because on Etsy there's like a section where you can write a bio about yourself, which I recommend doing, just because I think people like reading about who you are, but it's a lot harder to have like a personal connection just on your Etsy site. But on Instagram, you're like the face behind the products, and I think people like connecting to a brand and to you. So you can use your Instagram platform to like show who you are, as well as your products. So utilize the story features. Occasionally I'll get on mine and I'll like say, hi, I'm going to show you some things, but I like actually show my face so that people know like, oh, that's who's making my bows. It just makes that relationship. So yeah, use your stories, show your face. Every once in a while I like posting a picture of myself and doing like just like a little introduction, like 5 things about me, just so people feel connected to the brand and to who you are. What's really important for a small shop Instagram is the interaction you have with people and the engagement people have on your Instagram, because the more people are engaged on your page, the more views it's going to get, the more times it's going to like pop up onto other people's feeds. And by engagement, I mean people liking your pictures, people commenting, yeah, just like interacting on your page. And some good ways that I like to stimulate this is I'll post a picture and I'll like ask a question. I'll say like, oh, what's your favorite fall activity that you like doing with your kids? So asking questions is a good way to help people, because if they see a cute picture, they might like it and then just move on. But if they read like, oh, what's something that you like doing, they'll be more inclined to like comment like, oh, this is what we like doing. Like asking a question just stimulates that engagement. So that's what I like doing on a lot of pictures, just trying to get people involved, because that's going to help your shop become more noticeable on other people's feeds. And I think it just helps, again, establish that relationship. They feel like they're talking to you and not just like liking a picture of a bow. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's all I'm really going to say about like actual pictures that I post. Now I'm going to talk about collabs. So a lot of people ask me like, how do you even find people you want to work for or you want to work with? So one category is like actual influencers, like actual people who I will reach out to and like send them stuff, and they will post about it on their stories or post a picture of their daughter wearing the bow, or so like an actual person that I find. And I usually find these people, my product is easy because a lot of people have daughters, so that's probably why it's easier for me to find people, because there's lots of moms out there on Instagram, and so it's not hard to find, and I just naturally like follow those people anyway because I'm a mom and I just follow people who are in the same situation and circumstance as me. Does that make sense? So honestly, it's not very hard for me to find people to reach out to. But if you like have kind of a like super specific product that will only apply to like a certain type of people, what I would recommend doing is finding a shop, like a similar shop if there is one. So this is the other, so sorry. Let me back up. One section is like actual influencers, people. The other people or person that I like to collab with are like other similar shops or similar accounts that have products that would work well with mine. So in my example, I find other shops that sell baby related products, maybe not bows because that's what mine is, but I'll find a shop that sells dresses or shoes or just like other baby products that people who follow their shop might be interested in mine too, because products are related. Does that make sense? So if you're trying to find somebody, like an actual person to collab with, you can start by looking for a shop that would complement your product, and look through the people who are following that shop, and you might find somebody and think, oh, they're following that shop so they like that type of product. My product is similar or related, and so they may like mine too, so I'm going to reach out to them. Hopefully that makes sense. So those are the two types of people I like to collab with. So I'll do collabs with actual people, send them stuff. I'll usually say, I'll find somebody that I like, I'll message them on Instagram, and I'll say something like, hey, I love your feed, your daughter's adorable, if I want to send them bows. And I'll say, would you be interested in receiving some product from my shop? And usually people respond back like, yeah, I love that. Like usually people are super nice and they don't get asked to be paid for it. That's something that I have decided from the very beginning, that I'm not going to pay somebody to promote my product just because I want a promotion to be genuine. I normally don't do like giveaways with those type of people, like influencers. I just send them stuff and they post things to their Instagram and then people find my shop that way. I do giveaways with the similar shops, so that's like how I do collabs with them. So a few times, I've never like initiated it, but sometimes some shops have said like, oh, do you want to be a part of this giveaway that we're doing? 5 shops are getting together with all similar related products, and we're going to, you know, post the same picture, and then people will follow all of our shops, comment, then we'll pick a winner to win either shop credit or whatever you want to give. So I've done a few of those, and that has been super helpful too, because some people who follow these similar shops will find your shop that way. So yeah, that's how I collab with the similar shop. So that's one way I do a giveaway, like a group giveaway with some other shops. And then I just have like personal giveaways that I do every so often on my own Instagram page, either for a shop credit or like a specific product. I think it's giveaways, people like giveaways, people like winning free stuff. But I think it's important to like mix it up a little bit. Not everybody likes having to like tag all their friends in the post. Obviously tagging friends down below, that way, that's like the best way to get more people to follow you. But I also try every once in a while to do giveaways where people don't have to tag their friends. And like for example, one time I had a picture of a bowl, a clear like fishbowl type thing, and I put a bunch of bows in there, and I said, comment below how many bows you think are in the bowl. The first person to guess it right, or if no one guesses it right by the end of the day, the person who's closest will win a $25 credit to the shop. Something like that, where it's just like a new fun giveaway other than just like this picture and tag all your friends down below. So that's just, I just try to kind of mix giveaways up in my shop that way. And people seem to really like it. Okay, I think that's all I want to say about Instagram. I know that's kind of a lot, but that's honestly like the main platform that I use. The next thing I want to talk about is Facebook. Really fast. The main reason why I use Facebook is because Facebook and Instagram are linked together. So if you've seen shops' Instagrams, sometimes you can like click on the picture and a shop now button will pop up around a product. I don't know if you've seen that. I'll show an example. But that's because maybe there's different ways to do it, but how I've done it is through Facebook. On Facebook, you create, you can link your Etsy listings onto your Facebook page so that you can click on the listing on Facebook and it'll take people to your Etsy page. So if you have that in Facebook, all your products, you set it up in Facebook, when you get onto your Instagram page, when you post a picture and there's a product in it, you can actually tag the product. And so that's how when people tap on your picture, the Shop Now button will show up on the product on Instagram. So people can say, okay, shop now, that's cute. So they'll click on it and a little screen will pop up that says, take you to the website. So they click on that and it takes them directly to the listing on Etsy. And that is super helpful, just because sometimes, I know sometimes I've been scrolling through Instagram and I'll see a product and think, oh, that's so cute, and then I just forget about it, and then I can't remember where it was from, or I just forget. So if you have your products tagged in Instagram, which you need a Facebook for. I think maybe there's other ways you can do it. I just use it for through Facebook. So correct me if I'm wrong. But people can be scrolling through your page, see your product and think, oh, that's super cute, or oh, super handy, or whatever you sell. I want that. They can tap on your picture, click the Shop Now button, and it'll take them directly to the Etsy shop so they can just buy it then while it's fresh in their heads. So that's what I use Facebook for, and it honestly is super helpful, and I need to do a better job at just like keeping up with it, because it doesn't automatically take your Etsy listings and put them on Facebook. You have to manually put those in. So I need to go through that and do a better job at actually doing that. But yeah, that's super helpful, and that's what I use Facebook for. Okay, I know that was kind of a lot, so hopefully this video isn't like 3 hours long. But that is it for this video. Hopefully this was helpful. I know a lot of you guys had questions about this, so hopefully that just gave kind of a more in-depth answer and just kind of look into what I do with my shop. A lot of people have been linking their Etsy shops on the other video, which I think is super, super cool. So if you have an Etsy shop, link it down below. Everybody go look at everybody's shops, support each other, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!